Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. I'm Gebo the Shaman, and today we're talking about what happens when we have the planet Mercury in Sagittarius, the sign of Sagittarius in your birth chart. So, I recorded this video once, just a few minutes ago. Sound didn't come out alright, so I guess it's, Mercury retrograde. I have to blame for that, or I don't even know if Mercury retrograde is even in effect, to be honest, but, things happen and, some minor setbacks. But anyway, if you enjoy the channel, if you like the channel, I just ask that you would go ahead and, give it a subscribe, give it a like, and all that good stuff. So I found that 90% of you guys are not subscribed. So if you like the channel and you keep coming back, then go ahead and subscribe. It's free. So we'll talk about Mercury in Sagittarius. And so what is Mercury in Sagittarius? Well, Mercury is, so I guess I should tell you guys, I'm a Vedic astrologer. If you didn't know already, I'm a Vedic astrologer. And if you'd like a Vedic astrology reading from me, then you can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com. The link is down below in the description. And if you want to see all my products, services, courses, everything that I have to offer is right here at linktree/Gebo the Shaman. Okay, so let's see. So Mercury in Sagittarius. So basically Mercury is the planet of communication, the intellect, and short distance travel. So when you think of Mercury, you can think of those three things. And it's a bit different than the moon. In Vedic astrology, we say the moon is the mind, and we say Mercury is the intellect. Well, aren't those the same thing? Nope, not at all. When we're talking about the moon, what we're talking about is the heart mind, the emotions, the feelings, the stuff that really gets to us. And so the Mercury is the actual intellect, the brain. So the intellect, the smarts, things like that. So anyway, Mercury in Sagittarius, if I could sum it up in really quick, is basically, well, let me tell you what Sagittarius is first, and then we'll talk about the analysis portion. So Sagittarius is all about teaching. It's all about spirituality, religion, philosophy, higher education. And so it's all about teaching these things, teaching philosophy, teaching religion, higher education, spirituality. And so this is like the sign of your teacher, your spiritual teacher, your college professor, things like that. So Sagittarius would be where they, your relationship with them. And then, but with Mercury here, it's almost like Mercury wants to be the teacher. He makes a great teacher, because Mercury here in Sagittarius, we have basically the planet of the intellect in the house of higher education, higher learning, religion, spirituality, philosophy, things like that. So Mercury does very well here. He he does very well here, and he can basically take the teachings of your teacher. For instance, my guru, my teacher, I can take those teachings and boil them down into one poignant, just very simple to understand, but very nuanced in the meaning. So if you have this, like, because we take these big abstract concepts like spirituality, like like religious teachings, like there can be very intellectual stuff in higher education. So we take these big abstract concepts and we basically boil them down into one like almost like one sentence, one thought, basically, or one explanation that can be, very short. So Mercury has the ability to pick apart the spiritual teachings and it takes the things that resonate with it. It takes the things that that are the most important, and it boils those down to a few, like maybe a paragraph. And it really, it's all about, in the Latin we have the word intellegere. So intellegere. So so that means to pick apart from among, because in Latin what they had was basically sentences with no spaces, words, strings of words with no spaces in between. So you had to use your intellect, your mind, your brain, to pick apart those words and to make sense of them, because they were all, smashed together. You had to pick them apart, and then you had to put them into logical order. So there's words like that would be like, you could have a short word or you could have a long word there. So it was just variations of that. So anyway, so with Mercury here in Sagittarius, we are wanting to pick apart, boil down spirituality to its most refined state, to, very simple concepts, things like that. So instead of like a teacher writing a whole book trying to explain one little thing, like if somebody had this placement, you could read that book and you could say, oh, this is what it's trying to tell me in one sentence, in one paragraph, things like that. So it's all about boiling that knowledge down to a more refined and more pure expression of it. So Mercury in Sagittarius is all about this. It's all about really finding teachings that work for you, and then just boiling those down and making them as simple as possible. Because there's some philosophies that can be really out there, and there's some philosophies that can be very practical. So so I guess this is pretty much all I have to really say for Mercury in Sagittarius. I feel like I'm repeating myself again here, having to do this video twice, but it is what it is. So if you guys would like a Vedic astrology reading from me, then you can go to vincent.thunderwizard.com. The link is down below in the description, and you can also go here to check out all the links to my products, services, courses, anything and everything that I have to offer is right here at linktree/Gebo the Shaman. Okay, so we have, astrology readings, of course. We have distance energy healing, where I combine the cosmic qigong, and I basically use qigong along with Reiki and shamanic ritual to do a healing and cleansing ceremony with you, and I send you that energy. So then we have the support groups and the emotional awareness course. The support groups are basically designed to be a place where we can come together in groups and share with each other and learn from each other and things like that. And then we have the career and life coaching. The emotional awareness course is basically designed to give you coping mechanisms to cope with your emotions and things like that, make them less scary, make them less, frightening to you, less intense, less unbearable, things like that. So then we have the career life coaching. So, if you're just kind of floating by life, letting it pass you by, like I was for many years, it's time to change that. You really owe it to yourself to know what the hell you're doing with your life and have a goal, have a purpose, have some objective, and know what your spiritual goal is, know what your spiritual reason for existing is. And this is what your career coaching is designed to do. So basically, I will walk you through a set of questions that basically get you to realize what your soul desire is, and then we'll take a guided meditation, and basically that's where we learn to let go of the limitations that we put on ourselves and the blockages that we're putting on ourselves and things like that, and we learn to let go of that. And when we let go of that, that's when we can really discover what we want to do on the deepest level of our soul. So then we have the shamanic ritual magic courses. So basically that's designed to go into the 9 levels of your psyche and blow up all your unconscious psychological blocks. These tools are tools of transformation. Everything that I have to offer is about making your life the way that you want it to be. So it's all about that. So anyway, guys, I guess that's all I have to say for now, and we will talk to you next time. All right, I hope you all have a good day, and we'll talk to you later. Peace.